Hello folks, and welcome to Move Your Mojo. Today we are going to do Beat It, a Pilates workout designed around core strength, control, and precision. Today you are going to need a Theraband, and let's get started. All right, we're going to make our way down onto the mat. We are going to start out nice and classic style with the 100. Might as well get it over with, right? Take the band, place it around the soles or arches of your feet, cross the band in an X. Then take those tails, make sure they're even, and pinch them at the ends. Wrap the tails around your knuckles and scoot towards the end of your mat so your bum's in the center. Take a deep breath in here, and on the exhale, start to roll down one vertebra at a time. All right, here we are. So take the hands down by your sides, palms facing the floor, roll the shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath in. Good. On the exhale, you're going to start to roll the head and shoulders up off the floor, and you can also bring the feet up off the floor. You can bring them up as high as you want. Take the hands down by the sides. Begin to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're in there halfway. Keep going. You can put your head and shoulders down if you need to. 3 more rounds. Just beat it. One more round of breath in. Breathe it out. And relax the legs down. You can keep those feet in that little X, but give yourself a little bit of spread of the feet. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to tuck the chin, reach the band up and out, and roll over the feet. Now, once we're up here, if you'd like to make the adjustment, I like to just take the X out. So I'm just around the soles of my feet and choke up a little bit more on the band so that as you start to roll down, you create this tension that allows you to roll through that spine. And then inhale, exhale, you're going to kind of give a thumbs up. Lift up into that band. And as you roll forward over the legs, just stretch the arms out towards the sides. You're going to stack back up and rolling down. Inhaling here, exhale to roll up. Over the abdomen like you're diving. Send those arms out to the sides. Bring those hands back down as you roll and tuck the tail back down. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Sending those hands out to the sides as you roll over your legs. Stack back up and tuck and roll. All right, deep breath in and out. Coming up and through. Stacking over. Inhale, exhale, rolling steady, tucking that tail, firming that core as you roll down. Inhale, exhale, rolling back up, sending that thumbs up and then thumbs down as you tuck over those legs. Inhale, thumbs up, roll back. Inhale, exhale, stacking up, thumbs up, then thumbs go back and down. Give that to me one more time, please. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Inhale and exhale, stacking back up. Tucking over one more time and then coming all the way to the top to just go down one more time because we're going to be down here for some single leg stretch and double leg stretch. Okay, so keep your right foot in the band. Bring your left foot out of the band and bend at the right knee. Now you have the option to bring the left leg in the tabletop and just do the legs. So we're going to bicycle those legs in single leg stretch. If your core says yes, you can inhale here, and then on the exhale, you're going to keep those arms in a bent position, but press down into the elbows and lift the head and shoulders up. And now you're going to add that single leg stretch here. With that ab lift, you can even hover those elbows up off the floor. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. Keep that breath flowing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the head for a moment or keep it up as you stretch the feet. Or switch the feet, I should say. Now, option to keep the head and shoulders down, option to even keep one foot down and just press this one leg. If you have diastasis recti or issues with activating your transverse abdominis, it's perfectly acceptable. Otherwise, you can bring this up, start to pump the leg. You can also have the head and shoulders up and pump the legs. So lots of options for lots of different body types. Find the one that feels best. Best for your body. You have 6 more. Breathing in, out, in, curling up, in, out. All right, one more here, and bringing both feet in. Now, options to keep the head down and just press the legs long and in. Press them long and in without arching the spine or feeling like your hip flexors are hanging on for dear life. Otherwise, go back to single leg for this round. Option also to lift the head and shoulders up into that curl. Keep that arm curl, press the legs long. This is option 2. Let's get going, and then I'll show you an option 3. All right, now as everyone's moving, if you'd like the option 3, slide those tails to the ends, wrap them, and as you press the legs long, you press your arms right by your ears, no further. Bring it in and out. Breathing, nice and steady. There's no right or wrong breath here, so you can breathe wherever your body feels most connected to it. Keep going. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Make your way all the way up. Okay, so next up we're going to go into spine stretch forward. It's a nicer variation of that roll up we were doing earlier. So for this one, go ahead and pull your legs into that hip width distance apart. Flex the feet back, but let the toes relax. From here, you can choose how much tension you want. I like to come into a mid-band tension or mid-tail tension because as you roll forward, you're not going to feel too much. It's as you stack up that you want to feel like you're pulling your shoulder blades down and back. Sometimes you can even choke all the way up on the band. Inhaling to stack. Exhale. Spine stretch forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tuck. This is one variation with the band. Trust me, there's more to come. So we'll play around with lots of different angles and variations of this. Good. Breathing in and out. For 4, exhale forward. Inhale to stack. Exhale to go forward. Inhale to stack. 2 more times. Working on that posture, getting it nice and strong, and stack. Great job. Okay. Now, one more little variation of that. Take it behind the back, the band that is. You're going to bring the band around that bra line area. Find those tails in front of you. Go ahead and wrap the loose tail. So I usually grab it. I have a slight bend in the elbow, so there's going to be tension as I push, and I just wrap those tails that are extra over my knuckles. Now once I'm here in this bent arm position and I go into spine stretch forward, I'm also going to press those bands long. Then inhale, stack back up, keep the arms long, exhale. Now some of you might like this one better. Personally, it is my favorite. Exhale. So the more that you stretch over that body, the more you stretch into those arms, the more your abs are lifting up from the pelvic floor and lifting up from the low belly, not just pushing in at the belly button or gripping the ribs, but thinking about buckling or zipping up from the pubic bone to the belly button. Inhale. Move that air. Inhale, breathe, relax that tension. Exhale. One more here. Breathing in, breathing out, and then stack back up. Okay, great. We're going to go into saw next. So for saw, I'm going to do a little something different today, okay? Especially since it's beat it. So you're going to come into the width of your mat. I'm facing you so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to take that band behind my bra line again. This time I am going to probably have more of a straight arm, okay? So I want a straight arm and then wrap. So I don't want a ton of tension necessarily on the band, okay? Because I'm really just going to use it to come out here, and I'm going to stretch, okay? Stack back up and stretch. Now, if you would like more tension, if your shoulders are okay with it, you can come into that bent arm position, stretch, feel that tension, exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale, stack back up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale, stack back up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, stack back up. Being mindful not to just bounce, but to use that little beat that you get because you're exhaling deeper. Inhale up, exhale, 2, 3, inhale up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale up. Give me one more on each side. Inhale up, and again. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and relax here for a second. We're going to take it back down onto the floor, onto our backs for single leg circles and shoulder bridge and a side kick series. I know all of that sounds fun, right? All right, so let's start with single leg circles. You're going to make your way down onto your back. While your knees are bent, let's go ahead and take the band, find the center of it, place it center of the foot, arch of the foot onto the band. I usually put my foot in and then I kind of just slide the band around until I have it even on either side. Now I like to take both tails into one hand. I'm going to use my right hand. So my right foot is in the band. My right hand is going to take both tails, and then I usually just wrap both tails in around my right hand. Now I choked up about halfway up my leg, and now I'm going to set that elbow down on the floor, and I'm going to lock that elbow in and melt my shoulders down and back towards the floor, like I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together a little bit. Extend the left leg out. And now firm up that left foot and firm up the left leg. From here, take your banded foot over your pubic bone. So you're going to take the right foot towards the left side of your body, circle it down, around, and up. Good. Inhale, down, around, exhale, up. Inhale, down, around, exhale, up. Down, around, exhale, up. Down, around, exhale, up. Breathing out, in, out, in, being careful not to rock and sway the hips, in, out, in, out. Lovely work. Now, usually what I do to switch out is I keep my right foot up there with some tension in the band. I put my left foot in like a sneaky little neighbor, let it take the band, put the right foot down the length of the mat. Now I just switch the band to the left hand and anchor in the elbow. Straighten both legs, pulling back on the right toes so that right leg gets very active. Make sure you check in with your breath. Breathe into your back body here. Like expand the back of your waist. As you exhale, feel the waist gently hug the spine. Now on your next inhale, take the left foot over the right side of the body, circle down, around, and up. Exhale is when you get to that 12 o'clock. So think of it like a clock. You're going around the clock. Rock around the clock tonight. That's another song, but hey. So if you want to think of the beat it theme, then just go with that whole egg beater, right? Like kind of swirling around the bowl when you're in your KitchenAid mixer, right? Like the swirling sensation. That's what you want at the hip socket. You have 5 more here. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. Last one. Great job. Now let's keep this foot in there and bring the right foot back into this bent position, right foot on the floor. We're going to go into shoulder bridge. Now to do that, I actually want you to take the tails apart, and you're going to come into the length of those tails a little bit, okay? Go ahead and wrap up those knuckles and place your hands down by your sides. Ooh, so you can come right into the tips of those tails if you need to, okay? You can also choose to keep your elbows bent for this one, okay? Especially if you're a beginner or you haven't worked out in a while, there's no need to bring it down into the straight arm version, all right? Bent arm version is here. We're gonna take a deep breath in. As you press the hips up and press that foot into the band, you're also actively pressing down through the elbows. And then inhale to come back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try to push that foot straight up into the sky as you lift and lower the hips. Option with the straight arms is to press the pinky edges down and press into that tension. If your body says no and your alignment starts to suffer and your breath starts to suffer, come back to the bent elbow. 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, switching out the feet. Right foot takes the band again. Left foot comes down to the ground. Okay, from here, again, elbows can stay or you can go pinkies to the floor. Wherever you choose to be, take a deep cleansing breath in. As you exhale, press those hips into the sky and right straight up into that right foot. Pressing up and coming down on the inhale. Exhale, inhale. If you notice your knee wobbling in and out of that support leg, that pushing leg, try to keep the knee right in line with the hips. You have 5 more. And 4, and 3, and 2. Last one here. And bring it down. Oh, you made it. Now, go ahead and keep that band on the right foot since it's there. Hold on to both sides of the tail. You can bring that foot down as you make your way onto your left side. Okay, we're gonna go into our side kick series. We're gonna be doing a front, back, or true Pilates side kick, up sweep, and then small circles, okay? All right, so I'd like you, especially if you're a beginner, haven't worked out in a while, to keep your head down, nose in line with the sternum for this one. If you've been doing Pilates for a while, you can certainly come up into the elbow anchor, but remember you don't sink your body towards the floor, you actually lift that torso up, so you're more in a side plank. You're gonna hold on to the ends of the tails in one hand and wrap it, okay? All right, I'm gonna come on down here because talking and doing it is already hard enough. All right, I like to anchor my right hand. So my right foot is in, my right hand is gonna anchor on my hip. I'm also gonna gently kind of push back against the hip, but push the hip into the hand. So feel how it keeps me stacked. My bottom left leg is slightly bent. Bring the top right leg up, only hip height, no higher, and the foot is parallel with the floor. Now you're going to sweep, sweep, and pull back. When you sweep forward, you will lose maybe a little bit of tension. That's okay, and then I want you to sweep long into that tension and even back into that tension. But when I say back into that tension, try not to arch the spine or shorten the lower back. Think about instead shortening and squeezing the glute. This is a beat forward, beat back. Beat forward, beat back. Give me 6 more. And if you happen to hear that meowing in the background, that's my Ziggy Stardust looking for me. Gosh forbid she doesn't know where Mama is at any given time. 3 more. Ziggy's my little gray and white cat. 2 more. Last one. Awesome. We're going to stay right with the same leg, okay? But this time I want you to turn the toes up. Heels will come down. Do you feel that little twist in the hip socket? Good. Now this time though, I want you to take your hand more down to the floor, not the hip. You can keep it at the hip if it feels okay to do so. I mean, truth be told, you can keep it right here. We're going to do the up sweep and down, but you should feel that external rotation at the hip, and even at the bottom, I'm externally rotated. Notice my toes are up. Now, if you want more tension on that, you take the fist to the ground. It's a little bit of an upper body stabilizer. It's asking a little bit more of the body. But again, if your alignment and your breath start to falter, come back to where you can control. A plus B equals C. I teach this in Core Restore. Alignment plus breath equals control. Can you give me, I don't know, 4 more? I think these feel good, so I could do them all day long. 3, 2, last one. All right, now you're gonna bring that foot back down. You're gonna bring it parallel to the floor once more and give it a little extension back. You can put this hand on the hip if you had changed, because now we're gonna make little circles, like we're trying to trace a dinner plate there on the wall. Little squeezes. 10 more here. 10, 9, 8. Keep going. 2 more. Last one. Now don't put that foot down. Go ahead and reverse the direction. Woo, doggy. Breathe. When it gets tight, when the going gets tough, keep breathing. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ooh, yeah, that feels nice, right? All right, we have to make our way on to the other side. So you can simply put your left foot in and flip to your other side, or you can follow me because I'm gonna make my way around to the other end of my mat so that I can still keep my eye on you. You know what I mean. Okay, so if anybody ever perfects like the perfect Pilates hairstyle, could you please let me know? Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is why I usually do a messy bun. Come on down. Okay, so I'm gonna take the tips of the tails, wrap them around my knuckles, put my hand on my hip, bottom right leg is slightly bent. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips so you're not leaning back on one butt cheek, okay? Now, and if you're like, oh, my mat is really thin, I don't love that, you might want to look into one of these stacked mats, and the link with the coupon code is on my website. Here we go with our Pilates side kick, with the front kick first. So you'll kick forward and sweep back. It's a 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Another reason why I like the little beat here is because it reminds you to check in with that pelvis, so you don't get to swinging super fast and just use momentum and start swinging your pelvis. It really makes you kind of stutter and stop and wait and make sure that you're using the deep core to pull the foot forward and the glutes to pull the leg back. Keep breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now our up sweep kick. You can turn the toes up, but try not to sit back onto that glute. Stay stacked. Turn the toes out. Sweep up and pull down. Hand can stay on the hip, or for this one, hand can go down in front of you on the floor. Lift and down. Lift and down. I like the inhale on the up sweep and the exhale on the down sweep, and squeezing through the inner thigh, lifting the pelvic floor. But if you find that the reverse feels more connected in your body, it's not going to hurt anything. All right, 5 more here. You're doing great. Now I know you know what's next. It's a little bit of a booty burner, but here we go. Taking the hand back to the hip, lifting that foot only about hip height, you're going to make those circles. Just about the size of a dinner plate, no turkey platter necessary. Just a dinner plate. For 5, 4. I'm kidding, give me 5 more. 5, 4. I mean, it was just starting to feel good, right? All right, now reverse. Try to avoid swaying and swinging in the hip. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, all right. The good news is you can put that band away. You're going to make your way on up to a seated position. All right, now if you're mirroring me, you're probably, if you are mirroring me, your legs are facing off towards the right. Okay, we're going to come into mermaid. We can go with a double stacked leg. You can also come into the split. So with the split, it would be your left leg in front, your right leg behind, if you will, to the side. Okay, so the knee that's in front and the leg that's in back doesn't matter because we're just going to start to sway over side to side for mermaid. If you are in the double stacked knee, you'll only sway up and towards your ankle side, and then you'll come and you can do a little reach and a sway, but it won't be as large on that side, and that's okay. So if you're doing the stacked version, it looks like this. Go ahead and everybody just kind of join in, feel it out. You never know, that might be the version you like the best. Or you can come into the split stance of this and then find that mermaid. Now when I go down over my front knee, I really like to bend into that bottom elbow and get in there and then bring it up and over. That one won't be as big. And then all the way down if it feels good. Really trying to get those ribs to lift up and away from the hips. So notice as I sway over, I'm keeping my hip more down. I'm not letting it follow my rib cage. We're trying to get those two to separate and elongate those muscles that lay in between them. All right, deep breaths in here. This is also sneaky core work because we're working into muscles that we don't work every single day or throughout our daily habits. And so it really helps us get into those muscles that feel like they elongate our waist and they tighten and tone our side corset muscles and back muscles a little bit, which help pull the front part of our abdominals up and in naturally in a way that is supportive to the core and the back without being restrictive, aka holding your belly button in and up all the time, which is horrible for your core and pelvic floor, by the way. So if you're doing that, you should definitely be checking out Core Restore, or if you own it, get back there into your homework and remember why we don't always hold our belly button in and up. Okay, so find your stacked knees here and your mermaid action. So notice I don't go as far down on this one, but then I hook onto those ankles and come up and over there. You can also stagger your stance. And there you'll get bigger on that side and up and over. Sometimes I get very technical on things because it matters, and other times I don't get technical because it doesn't matter. Just move and enjoy it and be in tune with what your body is communicating with you. That's the main thing, okay? All right. So, a few more here. Breathing in and out nice and fluidly here again. The breath, it doesn't matter. Some people like the inhale there, the exhale to come up. Other people find that the exhale there and the inhale to come up feels better. It really depends on what is happening within your physiology and anatomy with your core pelvic floor. Everyone is different. All right, one more to each side. Beautiful job, lovely. Now that was a nice steady flow and it really helps you tap back into your breath, especially that mermaid, to get you back into your parasympathetic nervous system. If you find that you're feeling a little like flushed or your heart rate's still a little elevated, Definitely come down into Shavasana for a few minutes after you're done with this particular workout so that your parasympathetic nervous system can regulate your cortisol and get your body to hold on to the muscle and burn the fat and be at this rest and digest mode. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please let me know how you loved it in the community on the app, and if you have any suggestions or like, hey DJ, will you play this song? Like, hey DJ, will you do this workout? Just drop it in the communities. I am happy to always be adding to the list. All right, have a beautiful day on purpose, and I'll see you soon.